Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, V Farm. Thinking right out here in the lab. I got sun glare coming. I try to put something over there, but that's not the way. You can still see me, so we good. All right, out here doing what I do for you. I got a concept. I had it a minute ago. I put it down on paper, see if I can make this thing work for you. It's all about why it's better to be a knower than a believer. Trust me. I'll explain that to you. That's what this lesson is about. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily, excuse me, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to, know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. Yeah, that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to Maya, be true. All right, right thinkers, why is it better to be a knower than a believer? To believe means not to know. Ignorant means not to know. Knowing means to know. Let's talk about it. It's a difference. So, two kinds of people, believers and knowers. Which one are you? Your choice, okay? And I'm not saying there's something wrong with being a believer. No, I know a bunch of believers who are doing just fine. So I'm not here to, no, I just tell you I'm a knower. That's all my choice. I made my own decision. Make your own. All right? I'm here to not tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you what I do. I found it easier to teach what I call a non-God believer, atheist, somebody who ain't got no belief in God, than a die-hard God believer. That's a hard nut to crack. So leave that alone. Don't waste your time. So you do better convincing a non-believer of the God than a die-hard believer in God. So leave him be. If you're satisfied, again, we got people satisfied with their belief in God and what they're practicing. That means you're not interested in knowing him. If you're comfortable in your belief and it's working for you, I got no problem with that. Not a bit. Okay, so don't get, you got to know. No, I ain't tell you got to do nothing. Stay black and die. But I personally can prove God exists to what? To the atheists. I beat them to death. So it's easy to make my point with them because they not hell-bent on their emotion. They don't get all crazy and knobs out of pocket. But I can't get those die-hard believers to what? Learn the truth. Listen to the truth. Don't waste your time. Trust me. And I'm trying to what? Get God believers to what? Become God knowers. If they will pay attention and put this stuff to work, they ain't got to believe. They start to know. Right thing, because we know God. We don't believe in God. I don't do that believing nonsense. I don't tell the truth to what? To belittle anyone. Why? I'm just telling the truth. If what I'm saying contradicts what you believe in, that's not my problem. I'm telling the truth. What they say about what you believe. Moving on. But to what? My thing is to enlighten everyone with the truth, to the truth. I just put it out there. You can do what you want with it. You can still follow your philosophy or your religion, whatever it is. I ain't got no problem with that. It's cool to believe, like I said. But knowing what and why you believe it makes it even better. That way, at least you know what you're doing. If you want to believe something, that's your prerogative. I don't understand how it is I know more about what you claim to believe in than what you claiming. I know that book, know it well. And for those who claim the book, I can tell by what you telling me from that book, you don't really know the book. Right thinkers have knowledge and experience to know God for themselves. That's the ticket. They ain't got to believe jack. I'm giving you instruction that if you do these, God will make himself known. His presence be known to you. So that way, ain't got to be a believer. Live right, do the right thing you know. Why? He lets you know. He lets you know. And all right thinkers are masters of what? Oneself. And what? Training daily. By training, practicing daily until what? You master it. What? Righteous living. Doing the right thing on a regular basis. It becomes muscle memory to me. Now, I'm going to do the right thing regardless. So that's gaining mastery over oneself, regardless of what's going on. The creed says, know thyself. Not believing thyself. That's your choice. Again, I'm just putting it out there. And there's a big difference between the two. Believing in something and knowing in something is two different things. You can believe what you want, but believing means you don't know. Once you find out what you believe is right or wrong, true or not true, now you no longer have to be a believer of that. You become what? A knower. Be good, bad, or different. Now you know. And knowing the truth is what you want, right? So it ain't about what you believe. You can believe a lie. But the truth, you ain't got to believe it. It speaks for itself. Moving on. You got to keep a lie going. Where we at? The big difference. Yeah, okay. Proof means nothing to what? The believers. They can believe that well-dressed lie, and you can tell them anything you want. You can point out, it's been over 2,000 years now. We know everything about that book, okay? And if you still want to believe in it, that's your choice. But if you want to be happy, you need to know. Belief don't lead to happiness. Knowing leads to happiness. Oh, I believe in God. I'm happy. Really? I get that I'm doing fine with my belief concept in God. I'm not changing, trying to do none of that. Are you getting blessed for your belief that God? That's all. That's all. That's the proof of the pudding. I'm trying to tell you, I don't care what you think about right thinking. I only care about what he thinks about it. I tell you, again, regardless of your religion, your position, your status, nothing, all good deeds are rewarded by the person who done it, be it good or bad. The good deed will be recognized. Now, the deciding factor of that ain't got to do with me or you. It'll be seen as what it is, either good or bad, and you're responsible. If it's good, you bless you. If it's bad, you can punish me. Moving on. It ain't brain surgery to what? Know right from wrong. You got rocket science. Everyone, okay. Now, I'm doing okay. I tell you, all good deeds are rewarded for the person who performs it. But everyone who does something blessing worthy when they want something. Everybody giving themselves when they think they can get something in return. If you just give up, you will get something in return. You ain't got to do it for that. It's already laid out for you. If you do what? If you do the right thing, you will be what? Blessed. That's one side. Is that the belief in what knowing, that belief or knowing? When I do good things and I'm blessed with that, I don't have to believe God is doing it. I know God is doing it. But you can do the belief thing till your cows come in. I can, again, prove that if you do the right thing, when daily, what happened, you'll be blessed like me daily. I know a pastor, blessed like me daily. My mother-in-law, blessed like me daily. All those who live in doing what we do the right way, earn those blessings daily because that's what you do. I know the truth. Why? Because I put years of studying to find out about the truth. But I was in search of it over 30 years ago. Oh, I know the truth. I don't teach biblical knowledge. I don't use the Bible to teach from. You say I read a lot of books. I got a bunch of books. You never see me reading the Bible up here. If I gave you biblical knowledge, okay, I don't teach biblical knowledge. What I teach predates the Bible, first of all. So that part, I want you to understand. I don't contradict or fight about the Bible. I just don't use it. Well, I got some information that I got before the Bible. That's all. If I taught biblical knowledge, hell, I would be a preacher. I wouldn't be a sage. I'd be a preacher, a minister, a pastor, whatever y'all call them, whatever title they go by. I ain't none of them. I'm a teacher, and I practice what I teach. That makes me a sage. I'm a spiritual philosopher. I talk about God. Okay, whatever. But how I'm living makes a difference. How you living? I ain't nothing to do with that. I got something to do with me. I speak for me. And preachers proclaim the goodness of God, blessings. No, I tell you that if you do this, God will bless you for that. I ain't got to tell you a whole bunch of other nonsense. I teach you to what? Know you and God are one. Knowing thyself. Okay? That's what I teach. You had to put the work in to manifest it for yourself. Our ancient ancestors, out of commit, they knew the spiritual truth. They lived by it, they taught it, they put it in stone. So what? So it can be passed along. I went and got it, and I'm using it right now, and it works like a charm. I teach knowing God. How? Through your personal experience by what? Putting in the work, doing the right thing. That's how you earn what we call blessings. I teach you how to do that. I'm not here to preach to you about that. I ain't got no time for that. In all my religious studies, and I do a lot, they all had to put in what? The work. To what? Receive their blessings. No exception. Dr. Clark, no exception. Why? Across the board. This is what you need to be doing. Christ told you, only way to get to the Father is through me. The things that I did, that's what I'm trying to show you. Do like I do. Y'all made him God. He said, no, I never said that. He said, me and my Father are one. That's what he said, according to y'all. All right? Again, don't do the Bible. But I practice of the practice is of our ancient ancestors' philosophy. And after years, I've mastered it for myself. I call it right thinking philosophy. Why? Because I interject my philosophical concepts in it. Hence, right thinking. It's Shita Netta, Maya philosophy, Smatawi. All those wrapped into one makes it right thinking philosophy. Okay? AKA spiritual gumbo. All right, here we at. I'm wrapping it up again. Oh, man, whoa, I went way too fast. I ripped through this one. All right, let me get it out the way. Cool, that's no problem. Where we at? Okay. Oh, I'm at the last listen. I teach God, knowing God through person. Okay, we just did that. All right. And all religious say I did that. Whoa, okay. I don't and I can't speak for no one but myself. If you do what's right, you will be blessed. End of discussion. I ain't got to make it no simpler than that. If not, it's not what I say will happen if you do that. It's what will happen if you put the work in. You will know that for yourself. And you'll be doing the same thing, telling somebody, because I know this is what you should be doing. I keep using my man Richard Pryor. His show didn't last a year. Why? I think he did 6 shows, if that. They saw what he was doing and they got wind of it. He was enlightening us to find a white man, and they said, oh, this nigga ain't crazy. He's smart. And they cut him off. Why? Because he was going to enlighten us. Okay? Come conscious. He found the book of life. He said, man, the brothers in here, it's all brothers in here. Oh, man, where'd that get to the brother about that? And 3 white guys eased back up and down. He said, there's nothing to see here. But he said, no, there's nothing to see here. See? So they've been hiding and secluding the information, the truth, for a long time. They know it. They know we know it. We just don't get enough to people pushing it. So we really, really know it. Okay? I'm pushing it. All right? And taking it home. Appreciate you tuning in. It's not me teaching you to what? Know yourself. It is my way of life for me to show you God will work through you if you what? Do the things you should be doing. Whatever religion you follow, whatever tenets they lay out, you follow them. He adhere to them, don't he? That's why good deeds will recognize. Don't make a difference what your religion is, what you profess. Just do the good deed. That's what I do. I'm just saying, it's always better to know God, be a knower of God through what? Your experience. So now you can speak and talk in earnest about the blessing that you receive from God for doing what it is you do. Everybody's good and righteousness is different for every individual, but they're all for the same title of what? Good deeds. If it ain't good, God ain't gonna recognize it. That's why. And it's better to know God than to what? Just be a believer in God. That's just my point. That's my concept. That's my lesson. I got to go. I cut it down this way because I got some things to do. So trust me. Be a knower, not a believer. Ain't nothing wrong with being a believer. A believer is an advanced knower. Why? Because once you believe in what you find out what you believe is, now you know. That's why I got to go. Right thinkers may live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I never know that my right thinkers who prefer to know than believe have passed away. I'm out.